Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for this week in real estate Christmas edition, if you can tell by my ugly Christmas sweater. And this is not a fake, this is an original ugly Christmas sweater. So trying not to make these videos every other week, but sometimes that's kind of what happens. So we missed last week, so we have a little bit of catching up to do. But that's just kind of the way it works sometimes. So not complaining, but been very busy, and so again missed last week. But on to the market report. So Delaware County actually saw quite a bit of a decrease over the last 2 weeks as far as what is available and what is pending. And again, that's kind of what we see during this time between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So currently active on the market in Delaware County at 102 homes, and then pending 113. So both of those are down. And then Randolph County, they're down a little bit, not as drastic as Delaware County. So Randolph County sees currently 25 homes for sale and 39 homes pending. So I expect, because there's some things personally for me in the works, that after the new year, both of those numbers will jump up. So on to the good, the bad, and the ugly. So a lot of good things these last couple weeks, from business to personal and all that good stuff in between. So I mentioned, I think the last time, I had a few investment properties just get pending, and right now we're going through the inspections and things like that. So those are kind of working themselves along. And then yesterday closed the property on 300 West in Winchester, so it was good to get that one wrapped up so they can move on to the next one. And happy for them that that got all wrapped up, because we hit some speed bumps basically all along the way, and there's still one speed bump with their purchase that we have to get over, but the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, we can see it, and we're excited and get them resettled on their where they're moving to. So good stuff there. And then got a nice home in Albany pending. That would have been Tuesday evening. And so that one is a little bit of a different scenario. It was an auction property from Jarrett here in the office. And so I brought the buyers and showed them a few times, and they bought it at auction. So very similar to the process, just a little bit different. And we should be closing here, you know, a couple weeks into the new year. So that was good. On the personal side of things, we saw Secret Families last, well, two Saturdays ago, I think. I've already lost track of time. And so the teams went out, they shopped, they brought the stuff back, they wrapped, and then teams went out and delivered. So that was a very fruitful and long day. I believe the final count was 125 families were served. So I know a lot of my kind of donation and charity giving dollars goes to that. And so it's really fun to see that in motion and see all the families that are benefited by that. And then we also saw Lydia's birthday party, so that was fun. And I'm trying to think, I should have taken better notes, I guess, but we had her choice of birthday food fare, if you will, is usually soups. I think we had 2 types of soups, and I apologize, I kind of forget. But and then the birthday cake made by Rachel once again. So all that was fun, and we were missing some family due to some conflicts here and there, but she had a good time, had some friends over as well, so that was fun for her. And then backing up to Secret Families, so kind of after the fact, we had a kind of notice of a family that needed some help, and they couldn't quite get into that Secret Family system for this year. So the office kind of brought them along and did our own shopping for that family. So that was fun. Everybody here donated, and a few of us went out and shopped, and a few of us came back and wrapped. And so those presents and gifts and stuff went out last week, and so that was really fun to do. And hopefully that family's having a great Christmas. So. You can't have the good without the bad. So the bad, a lot of people, you know, you see it in the news and everything. Everybody kind of getting sick with various things this time of year. So just stay safe out there, whatever that means to you. And yeah, so that's the bad portion, if you will, of the last couple weeks. And then the ugly, you know, I tend to complain about appraisals quite a bit and how they're slow. And it's just because of the workload, it's been slow. But the ugly one was this past week. We had an appraiser appraise a home, and the appraisal itself had issues within it. So there were some mistakes made, and the lender was asking for revisions and things like that. And here it is, Wednesday, and it's been over a week that they've asked for fixes and revisions and things like that, and they have not heard back from the appraiser. So, like at all, not like I'm going to get to it, hey, I hear you, I'll fix it. It's just been nothing. And that's bad or ugly, I guess, in very many reasons, because not only is he hurting his business, I guess, but there's such a domino effect with this transaction. So we have somebody that is wanting to purchase a home who has their home already pending, and so there's 2 sales there. That person selling their home is trying to buy this other one, that's 3, and that one they're looking to move into their new home, so that's 4. So basically, because this person isn't getting back with anybody, there's 4 families that are just in waiting, and they don't know, this may be a little dramatic, but they don't know where they're going to be on Christmas as far as the new home, the old home. Have they moved out already? Are they in a hotel? Because I don't know some of the ones further down the line. But that's the ugly part, and I hope I'm not coming across as too, complaining too much, but that's the reality. And it's very tough to see, especially when 4 or 5 families are affected the way they are, because a phone call cannot be returned. So that's definitely the ugly part, but thankfully most of the time the good outweighs all of that. So moving on to Cooking Corner with Curtis. So just because of the time of year and the business side of things, I've been pretty busy. Haven't been cooking as much as I normally like, but I made a point to make everybody here in the office cookie tins. So a bunch of different type of cookies, throw them in the tin, and give those away as Christmas presents. I can tell that I'm out of practice a little bit, because there were some things that just did not go right, and I can't figure what if I blame it on the atmosphere, because I was having moisture issues as far as in the cookie batters and everything like that, and one batter would be way too dry one day, and then I try another one the next day and it'd be way too wet, and I don't know if I'm just not paying attention enough. Could be, but these are recipes that I've never had problems with, and all of a sudden I did. So but the ones that made the final cut, because there were some that I just didn't want to give out, unfortunately. But we had a list somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Ginger molasses cookies, malted milk chocolate cookies. We had it was apple cider caramels. Those are really good. I surprised myself. I really don't like caramel. That was really good. And then we had bourbon maple truffles. Awesome. And lemon lime Mexican wedding cookies. Awesome. Love those. And then I made like a meringue, peppermint meringue things. I don't know, I never made them before, and they actually turned out pretty well, but they were just a little bit different, so that was fun as well. So got all that passed out yesterday, so hopefully giving people sugar rushes, throughout the season here. And again, that was fun. So then, okay, what's coming up? So obviously Christmas is coming up. So my kids are very excited, and that'll be fun. And then I actually have a closing today here in the office for a property in farmland. And I think, unless another one pops up, that may be the last closing of the year. There's a couple that could close next week. I really don't see that happening, but it could happen. You never know. And then I am working some next week. I'll be kind of hit and miss, but just taking some time off here and there. So, but there will not be a video next week, just because of the holiday over the weekend, and then New Year's the next weekend. I'll just take next week off. But 2022, going to continue doing this until all you people tell me not to. And then also working on some other kind of video content, informational stuff as well. Have a plan for that, as far as kind of what we sat down last couple weeks, business planning. So I do have kind of some more things that I want to do in the video sphere, if you will, next year. So I hope you enjoy these. I Hope I give you an accurate depiction of kind of day-to-day stuff and maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff as well. But I guess the next video that will be put out is kind of the year-end review, and I love doing those videos, and kind of a look back over the last 12 months, and so look forward to that. And so that will be my last video of 2021, but this is the last This Week in Real Estate video. So once again, appreciate you guys hanging with me in 2021, watching these videos, or at least parts of these videos. Really appreciate it. I love the feedback, not only kind of here in the comment sections, things like that, but everybody usually brings it up as I'm out and about. If you see me shopping or somewhere else kind of out there, people usually do stop me and bring this kind of video series up, and I really appreciate that. It lets me know that you're watching and getting some value out of it. So once again, appreciate you all for tuning in this whole entire year. I think it was a success, and so I'm looking forward to next year. So thank you, and I will see you later.